Welcome to CNG 132, Week 7. This week we are starting two topics. Um, and one thing I want to point out is to make sure that you guys, for this week's discussion, pick a topic in the news that resonates with you. I believe Jonathan chose Under Armour. Other people can do Under Armour. Don't feel like if somebody pick one, you have to do a different one. But you can definitely pick up on another one. Um, Dissect it a little bit. Maybe offer some insight. Say, hey, look, if I was the CSO, this is how I would change it. I know there's a lot of things now that we have the ability to um, reflect on these security breaches. We're able to pull away some of the stuff you learned. And I know a joke that was being made. Let's see, I believe in the fall semester was some of my students, or I should say, my students in my security class could have done a better job at the Experian or Equifax security breach in Brazil, because they would have known to initially change the default login password, or just simply just take it out and not be able to use it. That was kind of a running joke that we had last fall. But the things you guys learn at this level, they apply at um, every single level going forward when you go into programming. You kind of learned, hey, look, we shouldn't use MD5 because that is crackable. We should use this sort of hashing algorithm for keeping passwords, usernames, um, other important data secure, and this is what we should be using. When you go into computer networking, you get to evaluate networks and say, hey, look, this firewall is good, but we do have these ports on that we should turn off. So many different layers spew from this basic course itself and give you a good insight into what good practices are with security when you're moving forward. Let's see, content. So we cover chapters 10 and 11. We're getting pretty close to the end. We have 12 next week, 13, 14, and then 15 week 10, and we should be done. Only a quiz due this week. Make sure you get that in. Or actually, I think it's going to be two quizzes. Yeah, two quizzes. Make sure to get those done and in. Make sure you are going back and getting any points that you might have missed, either through MindTap. Well, they're all through MindTap. Through MindTap, make sure you go back and click the book itself and kind of walk through from there. To get to that weekly reading, make sure that you just click the hyperlink there. Should do a pop-up, take you into MindTap, take you to the book. Then we go to chapters, and here we get to look at the whole chapters of the book. And simply by clicking these chapters, you can actually go in and do a hands-on case project, a discussion, or a hands-on project, a discussion project, and so forth. So make sure you're definitely utilizing those abilities. They're very good discussions last week as I was following them. Very insightful. Please make sure we have a couple people still posting their discussions late. Let's make sure we try to get all the discussion in so people can actually on a Saturday night or a Sunday morning actually review all the discussions there and give you some really good feedback, maybe some eye-opening experiences. That's all I have for this week. Not a very tough week. Let's see, mobile and embedded systems and authentication and account management. Two really good chapters. This is one of my favorite. Mobile is one of my favorite chapters because we get to see in detail on how they work. I won't try to use up too much of your time today, but we get a good idea of how they work as we move from laptops and Wi-Fi into the mobile devices themselves. Good job. I'll probably post another video Saturday and check up on you guys then.